possibly.
But 3 of them. I mean, there are definite underdog stories right in our matchups. We'll start with the first one here. This is the 0-4 Vancouver Titans going up against the Atlanta Reign. So, the Atlanta Reign with a new face, with 2, obviously, new players for this season coming in.
Oh, no.
Is it quiet for you? No.
Quite quiet. I kind of like
Quite a
it.
vibe.
Yeah.
Oh. So, we'll see a spy here trying to put some early. Hang on, this is finally an opportunity to lower my voice somewhat. No one capturing the point quite yet. Spy is attempting to lure someone out into the open. It's going to be Venom before first. False actually able to find it. It's so hard to stay quiet. I do enjoy this so much. Matthew, a slow start for both these teams. The Titans have the point to start.
Yeah, it's very quiet here. Our map number 1. There's lots of action, but lots of silence for us. So,
Gator is, nice defensive lighting grenade there for Gator, and a lot of it over in the direction potentially the Winston here is the Winston bubble stops Reaper from being able to heal up that intended target. Shockwave is down.
I thought for a second he was actually going to end up using the nano onto Shockwave. Shockwave actually used the tac visor there, but decides to save the nano.
It's going to be up to Aspire here to try and find a way to pressure Ultraviolet down. Those biotic grenades have been problematic so far. Okay, good early pressure on the Ana here. You can see Ultraviolet's forced to back away inside the low room to the right of Aspire. He'll go hunting now. The dive is there. Going to be a bio deployed on towards False though, and yet he drops. That's pretty rough stuff there. Looks like OG might have helped him over the edge a little bit there. Either way, he's down. Sound barrier deployed there by the Atlanta Reign. Ultraviolet put to sleep just before he had a chance to use his nano boost here, but it might not be enough for the Vancouver Titans. Aspire got to use his pulse bomb, son. And yep, quickly Kai's able to dodge away from that one, forcing Aspire into the middle part of the map. He's so low, and he was waiting for the health pack to respawn. It just never came.
Yeah, and they ended up using the nano onto Aspire. He got the nano. They also had a sound barrier going there. Just not able to...
From Ultraviolet, beautiful stuff, but Shockwave is still a problem for Gator to deal with here. Really, Ultraviolet has to be stuck to his Winston. Nice work by OG converging with Venom, though, to get rid of Shockwave. That's a huge thorn now removed from the side.
Yeah, the Reaper is the largest source.
Try and keep it alive, a double bio, but Shockwave finds the Death Blossom. That might have been a desperation play, maybe reactive in that low room. He baited the Reign to follow him because he was hit with that bio nade, but it was bubbled immediately, and then he just hit Q.
Yeah, and they also started to chase him because he was so low. He opted not to go for the Mega Health Pack and just bait the Atlanta Reign inside. So really nice play there by Shockwave and False.
Touch in the coming moments onto the point from the Atlanta Reign. Who's going to do it? Okay, looks like Gator's going to be able to pick himself up and secure overtime, but eventually he needs to go towards False. Shield's been taken away from the Zay, but False is bubbled up immediately, expecting to get a decent amount of charge, which he doesn't do. But everybody from the Vancouver Titans is in position here now. Great sleep on OG. No chance for him to touch you. And the Vancouver Titans, the pivot towards the Zarya composition pays off.
Yeah, he looks much better on the Zarya here. So, we'll see now as we go into our 3rd and final point on Ilios. Can the Titans keep it going?
I do want to point out that Shockwave's having a bit of a quiet one. He's only 2 and 4 right now. He's far forward. He's attack visor from a long way away. This is easier to LOS, but both Winston bubbles have already been used. Venom going to settle for the kill on Sky Reaper after the fade was used, and Atlanta really played that one to perfection.
Atlanta's going to flip this.
Overtime now. False bubbles down, trying to keep the Ana out of the fight. That means Gator has no help whatsoever. That is some big brain stuff, and a crucial moment there to cut Ultraviolet off for the rest of his team.
Yes, False going to use the Primal here, get to the high ground. So even though the fight is over and won, going to invest his Primal, try and maybe pick up some kills and stagger, but he may end up just like getting himself killed here.
For the Titans to touch it all. Here he goes. Reaper's forced to fade already. Has to fade backwards, no less. Who's going to help keep False alive? Nobody, apparently. He falls in a screaming heap now. Shockwave's already used his deflect, and Kai's pushing for more. Coalescence is going to be used here now. Time to LOS that ultimate. Beat from OG. It's perfect. All 5 players dressed to the nines with that overshield, and Gator gets rid of Sky Reaper. Massa pooped away over the edge there, and that will be that. The Atlanta Reign take this first map. Once they get the Winston mirror, they look much better, Matthew.
But yeah, this is a different look.
All right. Oi, Psycho, nice follow-up there on Kai, who was hit by a biotic grenade. I mean, yeah, obviously, this Austrian rookie, you know, was definitely known for playing Doomfist among other heroes. So I guess it's fine. Seismic Slam is largely the same.
And then makes their way back. Yeah. They push forward a little bit, yeah, as they couldn't give it up. As maybe Aspire goes for this pulse bomb on the high ground and some.
I mean, but black on red is challenging to read, but I don't think they got 2 ticks. Yeah, just the one.
Titans hold on defense. It's a huge moment for them.
Right, Shockwave with the attack visor here. OG gets blown up though. I don't think there's going to be any need for that now. And the Atlanta Ray want to try and get away without getting completely wiped and staggered. So they try and maintain their claim to this high ground for the time being. That eventually though they realize they can't do it with 4.
Speed and sound barrier for the team.
Big stick. Ultraviolet down, but Gator does the same thing in the backline. 2 mirrored stories right now as both teams have to get enough healing without the run. And crucially, Masa has a sound barrier here, but he's not quick enough. He can't save Aspire. Sound barrier comes out now, belatedly, and Shockwave is inside a Winston bubble. He doesn't benefit from it either. It's gone wrong for the Titans. They had the ult advantage from their supports, and now that's been squandered.
4 fights in a row for the Titans. You've lost a support player first. 3 with Masa, and then 1 with Skyripez. Look at this, Skyripez again, 5 fights in a row. You've lost the support early on. It's going to make it so difficult to be able to play defense. They're really Overwatch it all, losing those supports that early on in the fights. That'll be Atlanta completing the map. 7 seconds in the time bank.
0.
Huge disadvantage. I feel like they got to get on the same page and be able to support each other a little bit more to keep themselves up early on in these fights. Give their DPS a chance to make a play.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
How's it all become? Keep an eye on the passing from Psycho here. No attempt to truly control the high ground as of yet. Early pressure there on towards Venom. And that's a big fire grenade, fire grenade opportunity here for Shockwave. He's sitting beside his healing field.
I feel like they're phasing.
The Atlanta
Psycho. See how far back they're playing on the right?
Yeah, that's what he wanted, trying to bait Gator in so he can punch him back towards his own backline. Gator's having to limp away, but there needs to be a lot of healing from UV right now. All right, they do get Gator topped up, but they give a lot of ground up as a result, and that bionic grenade on Kai is going to keep him backing down for the next few seconds.
It's so difficult for Psycho to shot. I feel like it's difficult for Psycho to dive into this back corner because you have the sleep dart, you have the boop from the Lucio. That if Venom and Gator can just control the choke, you're in a good spot.
That was pretty nice from Psycho. It's a 2 for 2. So a 3v3 in shoes now as Aspire has positioning. Got himself
From
now.
both teams, probably. But it'll be the next.
Gator gets the natter.
Yeah.
And he does not much with it, unfortunately. Sleep on Psycho again. He doesn't expect Ultraviolet to be there at all. There's the attack to follow it up, and Masa is felled. I think Shockwave says what will be at that point as he allows himself to be taken by the attack visor. He doesn't hit. Ultraviolet, careful, that sound barrier got worked through pretty darn quickly here, and still OG again comes to the rescue. It's Kai this time that he throws over his shoulder and says, don't worry, I'll save you from this castle. What a finish from the Atlanta Reign. The peel is immaculate. And they look staunch on defense, Matthew. What a way to show up here in map number 2. And that's 2-0.
I think the Titans looked pretty good though with that Doomfist setup.
Because obviously, you know, for False, he just has to play a line of sight. He gets a bubble instantly, still just blown to smithereens. The amount of damage that it would take to just pop him is insane. He just vaporized.
As soon as they get him low, you see Gator and Venom both tracking towards him. Kai there as well. Gator will pick up 3.
Man, OG now as well, trying to reposition False if he can, but Gator's already able to find his way to the cookie jar and extract Sky Reaper. False gets steamrolled, and the Atlanta Reign just looks stronger and stronger. 0 kills from the Vancouver Titans. They have not put a scratch on the Reign. Trespassing. Bionade. Psycho, look, he is so reluctant to commit any further to getting the elimination on Gator. Sound barrier comes out for the Titans, so they have to commit another ultimate to a fight in which they go 1 for 1 so far. Psycho's sleeping it off, and that was up again. Might just chill, might just sit this one out. Gator can't get away. Shockwave's able to fight him. He gets a nano boost here. So the Titans, they've now used all of the ultimates they built up in the first part of the map while they just took hit after hit. Now, they're on even footing. Venom, though, forced away by Shockwave and Sky Reaper, respectively here, and appears right in front of the Soldier 76, and he's forced to commit.
It's a good fight for the Titans. They get a grab, that a nice biotic grenade follow-up from Sky Reaper. He is coming in on the Zarya.
Oh my god. It's like an orbital land strike right now from Gator. He's hitting like a truck. Master trying to dodge away, but Gator, sly smile of satisfaction there as he cleans up his ex-teammate. And now we're in the last push for the Atlanta Reign. Kai walks in here with the potential to achieve a tactical visor in the final moments of the round. Look out for a grab from False as well.
No support ult to counter that grab. Grab is good from False. You're able to get it. Could be what holds the Atlanta Reign from completing the map.
Dangerous. Oh, this is dangerous. Kai expecting to find his tac visor. Great boot there from Masa, denying him the high ground that would definitely enhance that ultimate. He's going to pop it anyway, though. Here comes the Graviton Surge, and there's no one there. Kai plays from the high ground. Venom's too deep, and well, Gator's caught in the grabs.
Yeah, and OG was coming from the high ground as well on top of that truck. So we'll see the Atlanta Reign play the Winston on defense to kick things off. And False on the Zarya. This is where they looked really good on Ilios. Can they do it again? Get a map?
Atlanta need to stay awake here in a big way. The Titans have definitely set up a pretty reasonable win condition for themselves here.
Yeah, with
Venom is... I mean, God, this guy really is a solo artist, isn't he? Constantly just trying to get himself into the back line and not be subtle about it in the slightest. He's going to drop down. Gator with a primal rage, and they've completely stuffed that 2-ult combo. Good from False, though. The grab had to follow up. Venom and Kai were the ones caught in there, so Lorraine lacked damage in a big way. She's a save the day, because Shockwave sure as hell wasn't going to get any value there.
And 3 members of the Reign still live, though. They're going to back out.
Far from the Winston to put him in a pressure situation. Another pulse from Venom. He visibly lurches in his chair as he realizes that one's gone wide. Gator, again, trying to get away from the Reaper. Psycho is doggedly pursuing the monkey.
Gator's had fantastic timing on getting out of these situations as he's getting handled, get inside of Big Earls. He's gotten out of these situations when he's quite low a few times, but I don't think you can say enough good things about the support line of the Atlanta Reign. Being able to keep him alive throughout all of that.
But Kai is in a very powerful position to make use of this tactical visor. He's a little concerned about the nano boost there on Shockwave, though. But a sound barrier from the Atlanta Reign gives him the confidence he needs to surge ahead. Psycho's the first to fall. He sees Shockwave in the back line, but doesn't stick around. The Helix Rocket is enough, and they'll force the rest of the Titans away from the card. Sky Reaper reaches out with one hand as he expires. He doesn't make it there. And the Atlanta Reign sweep the Titans off their feet and out of Route 66.